Today I'm showing you 14 meme coins and AI tokens across Base, Solana, Hyperliquid, and more. These are gearing up for massive 10x moves right now. These are early, overlooked, and building momentum very fast. And if you miss this window, you'll be buying from people who watched this video and got it first. Stick around because the last few tokens I'll show you might be the most explosive trades of this entire cycle. Do me a favor, press that like button, subscribe, follow me on X, and let's get on to it because I have so many charts today. Firstly, we are going to start with Troll. Look, again, I don't want to say just as I've been predicting. What did I tell you guys yesterday? It's gonna come, there's this resistance, but it's gonna come and bounce here. The price was at 28 million. It came and touched this. I literally drew the thing and it happened exactly as I've been drawing. I do think 42 is still the target. What can I add? Nothing. Other than, there's a link down below, join Axiom, start layering your limit orders, okay? If you stack limit orders here, you would have one. It came, touch, support exactly as I predicted, because I mean I literally did predict this. Okay, now it's on its way to fib extension. Now here's the thing though, there might be some resistance also here. There's also another fib here at 36 million market cap. There's also some resistance at this 36. So if you want to be more conservative, take some profits here, but you can also take the rest at 42. Remember, people watching my show are probably just riding a moon bag because we already took profits at 18 after we entered down here at 3 million market cap. This is actually a 10x trade. Once it reaches 36 and then 42, it's even more than a 10x, like a 12x for everyone watching this show. So let's see what happens on Troll. Let's see if it pulls back into this 22 million market cap zone here, or if it just continues to 42, 36 first and then 42 million market cap. But it's still looking quite bullish. Another very important thing before I go on to the next is look at the momentum waves. This is wave 1, this is wave 2, and now let's see the third extension. Okay, things in the markets always happen in waves of 3. Don't ask me why, but that's just the pattern that I have realized just by looking at charts, just by having time in the market. And so that's what I am expecting here. Another wave, and let's see where it ends. Now let's go on to the next. AI16Z also on target. Bounce here. I told you guys this is the time to scoop here at the bottom. Kind of went laterally since the 10th of April. Now the price exploded and it's on its way to 491 million market cap. So now let's start putting other targets on AI60Z because it looks like it's possible that it's going to go high. I think this is a major level, 888 market cap, because we have some support here. We have some support here and resistance, and we have major support here on the 26th of December 2024, and we also have resistance here prior to that. This is a major level, 887 million market cap AI16Z. From our bottom target, that would be a 7x trade on a good liquidity coin that's probably gonna have its comeback there. Now there's also going to be this level, this 614, because major support here, and then resistance again. Okay, so this level is also important, although I think the first take profit is still 491 because there's a lot of issues with the AI16Z team, and you should be capitalizing, at least taking your initials here on your 4x. So a 4x in this market and then a 7x. Prior to this we had a 10x. I mean, look, this is the type of stuff we talk about here on CoinTalk. Okay, we don't talk about percentages, we talk about X's. How many times can you X your portfolio? Okay, that's the only thing that matters to me. We want 4 X's and above. Then we have HouseCoin. HouseCoin was from our bottom call where we entered here at 2 million was a 30x actually, but obviously because we are trying to be professional here, we took some profits around 17, but we re-entered the trade before it exploded, and now I think it's correcting. Okay, I have to be responsible. Don't buy here. This is not a good place to buy. These candles are kind of like undecided candles, these two daily candles. This candle is also looking a bit undecided, but towards the bearish side. It looks like we topped at 80 million. It did hit the top fib line extension that I plotted way before this entire move happened. And so what I am expecting here is a move to the downside, of course. 47 could be where it bounced because it already bounced there, and this was major resistance on the first impulse wave. But I think we're going to pull back deeper. I think it's going to be 39 at least. 39 is where it's a good entry on HouseCoin, and between 39 and 32, to be honest. I think this is where you have a major level there. This was where the candle closed from the first impulse wave, this one, and where the second impulse wave started. So this is a major level. And if you think about liquidity, this place is right at the middle between this entire move, and usually the liquidity tends to go to these high liquidity places, and that's right at the middle between these two candles. So I do think the price is going to come here right between 32 and 39, which is where candle close and candle open match. If we zoom in a little bit, the 4 hour, we see that there's a ton of liquidity that was there, and so I think this midpoint is going to be retouched again, but 47 could be a good scalp for a bounce, but I still think 39 and 32, this is the premier spot right here. Okay, this could could be a good scalp on 47, but the premier spot to enter is this one, 39.32. That's what I am expecting. That's what I'm seeing on HouseCoin. Go on Axiom. There's a link down below. Stack limit order. If they don't get hit, okay then. But if they do get hit, you're gonna make a lot of money a lot faster. Then our hidden gem started pumping. It's called Tonic. I told you guys to buy here at 300 something. This is a low market cap gem. I think we can get a 5x, a 4x. I think this thing, it's going sideways for quite a few days now, which is weird. Usually low cap gems die within the second or third day. This one just keeps coiling up. That's why I think this one has potential to go at least, I mean, I think it can do like a 10x trade, but we should wait for that 4.5, 5x trade, be responsible so we can all exit this trade, because I think this thing can actually move higher. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. This is part of the whole Cheems, Bonk, Beta. This one seems to be one of the best ones. Then we have HARDCOIN, another one where, I mean, I literally drew this on the green day and I said, don't buy this, wait for the retouch. It came retouched and now it's bouncing. Again, like right now I'm just on a run. I'm just in tune with the market. Major support level. This is a very important level. 1 billion market cap. It's also a mental level because where there's ones and a ton of zeros, usually price and the liquidity tends to pull down. And now we're going to go to that 1.5 level because look, one of the most important resistance points here, look, previously, this was also where we had kind of close. Very important level, 1.5. And then straight to all-time highs on HARDCOIN. But it looks like we're going to go to that 1.5. So if you want to trade this, I think you will just be forced to top blast. But what did I tell you guys? Leave limit orders here at 1 billion market cap. Look, you should, as I always say, always leave one below. It also would have gotten hit. It's a lot better to trade these. They're more predictable and you can trade with size. I'd rather trade half of my portfolio on HARDCOIN than spread it out across 10 1 million market cap coins because this is more predictable. I can predict these things more. Look, all these lines we put here before. I told you guys it was going to hit here. Pulled, touched, and then pulled back. And then I said this will be support and it was support. Then I said this would be support after it broke out, support. And then this will probably also turn into support. Again, you will be forced to top blast HARDCOIN if you want it now. KTA, another gem on base, looking good. Look, we have this level, resistance and support here. Support 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Is it a good buy? TA will tell you it's a good buy. But just like Let's Bonk yesterday, if it breaks and it comes here, let's say 50 million, 51 million, you can sell here, okay? And you're not going to lose a lot of money because you're buying at 56, 59, and you set a very tight stop loss. If it breaks below the support line, sell. Why? Because it's probably going to go here. Probably going to come down here to 28. And if you're looking to enter KTA, that would be a better entry if this support line doesn't hold. If the support line does hold, when it pumps, it's going to go straight to all-time highs, okay? And you can sell here at 100 million and you can bank on almost a 2x trade on your KTA. It's not going to be a 2x, but it's going to be almost. Now MOG, let's go to Ethereum. Bounce from support, exactly as I predicted. Bounce from support. This was the range and it's now going to encounter some resistance here at the 274 million market cap. And it is, look, 1, 2, 3, 4 days encountering resistance at this level that I told you guys it would. This is not a good place to buy MOG. Wait for it to bounce and break resistance, pull back, that's when you buy, and then you can sell here. If you entered MOG where I told you, you should be up like almost a 3x. If you haven't entered MOG and you're looking to enter MOG, wait for it to break this major resistance, super mega accumulation here, and then you can buy here at support and you can put something like a 76, maybe an 80% trade. After we see MOG break this, I'm going to start layering the next resistance points higher, not now but later, because this is going to be an important meme coin on ETH. If there's any meme coin on ETH that can survive that horrible chain, is MOG. Then we have Quiz. So we had the two possibility scenario on Quiz that I talked yesterday. You're either going to continue or we're going to touch the support. This is where you buy. I think it's a good buy here at 7.9. If this thing breaks though, the likelihood of it coming very close to this support is high, okay? So if you're looking to enter, stack some here. This is a good buy in my opinion. TA says it's a good buy. And then we're going to continue and probably come here to the 25 million market cap zone and do our very talked about 7x on Quiz. If you're buying here, of course, it's not going to be 7x. It's going to be more like a 4 to 5x. Still good on a good liquidity coin. If you haven't entered Quiz, don't enter with all your size here. Leave some limit orders stacked at 3.9 and above, just in case a whale decides to nuke this before it continues. But I do think Quiz is still bullish, okay? It did bounce quite well from support, unlike many other memes. So now let's see what happens. If you bought Quiz where I was telling you, right here, you should still be up 190%, almost 200%, almost a 3x after this pullback. And at the top here, we had a 5x. I do think we're going to capitalize a lot more on our Quiz. I told you guys here, you have a 7x, but you have even more if it goes high. I do think Quiz is a good buy today though. Go on Axiom, stack limit orders, buy here, just leave some a little bit below in case a whale decides to nuke this. And there's a link down below. And also, eventually, only the people that have my link will be able to join my private when I create it. It's not already because I want it to be perfect, but I'm gonna open up a group only for my Axiom referrals, only for traders. But that's what I'm seeing on Quiz. Still looking good. Now, another one that I predicted very well is Miggles. This is when you buy, okay? It touched support, touched again, previous support here, and now it's going. Is it a good buy? It's still a good buy at 30 million. The difference between buying at 23 and 30 million for a meme coin is not that big, but you know, perfect execution does matter. I told you guys this was the bottom. When Miguel starts running, don't come here telling me I didn't tell you to buy here at the bottom. There will be some resistance at this 74 million market cap range. Look, resistance, support, all throughout December 2024. Major resistance in July 2024. This is the level to pay attention to. After this level gets broken, touches support, maybe again, all-time high, 200 million. You're buying something at 30 million that you can sell at 200 million, and it's probably going to go higher. Don't tell me I didn't warn you about Miggles. Then we have 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, another perfect trade. Look, I told you guys when we were here, you better pray it pulls back. I don't think it will. It didn't. And now we're going to go to our level. Our level is going to be between 19 and 21. We're almost there. We're at 16.2. Another perfect trade. Look, resistance. Once the coin was touching the resistance, I knew that we will probably go into that deeper level of liquidity here, that trend line. We did. Then I said, break resistance. We broke resistance, gonna retouch. And at the third time it touches that major resistance, probably gonna break out, and it did. And now we're gonna go to 22, which is where our fibs tell us there's gonna be a major resistance. And also we're gonna go to 30 million market cap. One of the best meme coins on Hyperliquid is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Should you buy it here? No. But a lot of the people that watch my channel are on this trade. And so yeah, I have to talk about this because I want you guys to know exactly where you can start, you know, taking out some of those profits. But you should be up massively on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 if you're following this channel. I mean, we're winning hard on this one. Basically almost a 5x. I mean, another 5x, another 4x, another 10x, 30x. And now another one on Hyperliquid that is doing perfectly. Resistance here, bounced. I said the first time to buy is here at the bottom. That's when I said that's the first buy at this level. If you didn't catch this, don't buy these green candles. Wait for the pullback. Bam, it pulled back here. It pulled back again. You had two chances here to scoop the bottom on Liquid. I think this is a meme coin launcher or a bot on Hyperliquid. And now it's going into our first target, which is between 23 million and 20 million market cap. Support, resistance. These are the levels where you sell your liquid. If you're watching this show and you have a position, you still have to wait for that 85-80% move to start selling. But anywhere between 20 and 23 million, it's where you should be selling minimum your initials because there's some resistance here. On Liquid, another perfect entry trade for everyone on this channel. Now let's go on to Cookie DAO. Cookie one, I haven't talked much about this one, okay? But I'm gonna be giving you guys what's happening on this trade. This was the resistance level. Look, resistance 1 times, 2 times here, support here, and then this support line got broken, turned into resistance, major resistance here, and now it broke out. So what are the next levels for something like Cookie? Low liquidity, 70 million market cap, all-time high was almost 400 million. There's going to be some resistance here and here, okay? These are the two levels. Resistance here, 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, more than 3 times, almost 5 times here. And then this level, support here, support got broken. That's when we had the entire move. This is where liquidity is going to go. It's going to go to this level, and then it's going to go to this level on Cookie. This is another base coin that no one's talking about but me on this channel. You can still catch the lift. I think it's a good buy at 74. There's a low likelihood it's still going to touch 63 million again. So if you don't have any, don't buy with your full part that you're thinking of buying. Leave 20% in case it retouches this previous resistance. You can still get a good scalp of 47%. And if it reaches that second level, you can still get a 2x. This is a 2x trade. It's not the most appealing trade. It's not the best trade ever, but I think Cookie is a good one because it has a lot of mind share from a few months back. Everyone was talking and using this website. Now let's get on to BSC. We have AITech. This is going to be its first major level. Resistance all throughout January, February 2024. Support all throughout August, October, November, December, January. Then it broke and it came and retouched those lows. Now, if we draw a trend line, this bottom was not as deep as the previous bottoms. It's actually higher low that was formed, which is bullish. We still have 80% on AITech on BSC until we reach that 100 million market cap range. You could get a pullback here to this 50 million market cap range, which was major resistance here and major resistance on November, December 2024. And that's when you buy for that 80+% trade on BSC. That's what I would do. I wouldn't just buy the green candle. I would wait for that very slight pullback. But that's the next level, is 100 million market cap. And then after that, once we start seeing this thing move, we'll talk about other levels, but it's looking good, okay? It's looking like a good recovery on AI tech. Pay attention to these AI coins because AI has not died yet. It's still a huge narrative with meme coins as well. Then another one coming back on BSC, now facing resistance, is ChainGPT, okay? These are the levels I'm seeing on ChainGPT. Major resistance just got broken. It's gonna retouch. This is where you buy at 89, 90 million market cap, maybe even a little bit below 87 million market cap could be also a good buy. This is where you buy, and then you're gonna get an expansion to this 140 million market cap range on ChainGPT, possibly. Maybe it breaks out, then it retouches here because look, resistance here, support here. This is what I'm seeing. If you want like a good scalp, you can get anywhere between 60% trade here, and to that second level, you can double your money basically on a good liquidity coin on BSC. So if you're looking for stuff on BSC, check these AI coins because they are coming back, and it seems like I'm the only one noticing. This one looks like it's a good buy here. Have a tight stop loss. If this thing breaks below and it comes at least to something like, I don't know, 78, I would sell. But if this resistance turns into support, I think we're gonna pump a lot on ChainGPT on BSC. This level, I think it's a good buy. Then we're gonna go to 141, and then we'll talk about what's gonna happen higher. But these are the levels I'm seeing on something like ChainGPT. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed the show. Today I gave you a lot of mixed different trades, not just stuff on Solana because a lot of people were complaining. Please join me on Axiom. There's a link down below. Start trading, start putting limit orders and trading like a serious person. I will be here tomorrow and the day after and all the way until Friday, maybe even Saturday, with a lot more alpha and everything that's moving on the market. So far, everything's been going great. We have nailed a ton of trades, and I hope you have enjoyed this show, and I hope you enjoy all the other shows. Thank you very much for staying here. Leave a comment and like. Bye bye.